in all the directions because he didn't...
Everybody has heard that in the past they would go to a movie, on every 24th frame they would say buy a Coke, buy popcorn, very effective. That's passé. Now they can put it on that wall and leave it there. Or they can put a TV picture on that wall with movement in it. You'll see that also. Now the other is audio. So now which one is worse? They could, considering the horrible messages they could put on a wall in a teenage dance hall, it's terrible. Either one. Now you read in the paper like the other day a man raped a woman. He said he heard voices. The voices had him in suicide studies. They had me in a suicide study for like 3 years. So they have murder, rape, incest, quit your job, run away, get a divorce. They have a million different studies going on, and I'm the only person in this world fighting this and trying to expose it. Now this is noise. Noise runs between the cycles, which is pitch in cycles of 20 degrees to 16,000 cycles. Now below 20 degrees to 0 is called infrasonic communications. Above 16,000 cycles is ultrasonic communications. Now surprisingly, people can hear above and below the hearing sound of pitch without realizing it. So what they've invented and processed and improved over the years are these two radios. Now this comes up to a discussion. If I were to say to you, what was invented first? The radio transmitter, a microphone, or the radio receiver, an AM/FM radio? You would obviously say, must be simultaneous, because how could one work without the other? What happened was in 1895, first Maxwell, then a German, Hertz, invented the subliminal radio. And so the first radio receivers were people's heads. Now the radio works on this. They transmit on an ultrasonic or an infrasonic. The radio waves go out, all the intensity, the wave fluctuations of the words, everything goes out perfect, but there's no noise. It hits your ears. Your ears then accept it and send the message to the brain, who says, I just had a thought. Now this is how treacherous this is. Now my particular position, they put a radio receiver in my dental filling when I was in the dentist. From that time on, I was captured. They could draw a test over the ultrasonic radio and pick me up any area in which I were in. So now we get into this. Why would they do these things that people receive subliminal messages to control their minds? And that is exactly the answer. They want to control all the people's minds sometime in the future. You know, I turned myself into a mental institution. When I first started to hear those voices, I thought I'd flipped. I went to the same, for instance, turned myself in, and I said, put me away. I hear voices before I do something goofy. You know what they told me? Nothing matters with you, go home and mind your own business.